Most men talk themselves out of great relationships. They think honesty means saying everything. Wrong. The strongest relationships aren't built on total transparency. They're built on strategic silence. Your words are weapons. Use them carelessly and you'll destroy what you're trying to protect. Today, we're exposing 7 phrases that kill love faster than cheating ever could. This isn't about lying. It's about mastering your mouth before it masters your life. Pay attention. Your relationship depends on it. Let's dive in. 1. I told you so. You were right. She was wrong. Reality proved you correct. And now those 4 words are sitting on your tongue, ready to fire. I told you so. Don't. Here's what weak men don't understand. Being right doesn't mean rubbing it in. When you say, I told you so, you think you're establishing dominance. You're not. You're revealing insecurity. You're showing that you need her to admit defeat for you to feel powerful. The Stoics knew that victory without grace is just ego in disguise. A wise man doesn't need validation from past predictions. He already knows he was right. That's enough. Your partner already feels the sting of being wrong. She doesn't need you to twist the knife. When you feel that urge rising, recognize it for what it is. Your ego seeking acknowledgement. Let the lesson speak for itself. Move forward. Build rather than break. Real power doesn't announce itself. It simply exists. 2. You're just like your mother or father. This phrase is a nuclear weapon disguised as observation. When you compare your partner to their parent, you're not offering insight. You're attacking their identity at its core. Think about what you're really saying. Your partner spent their entire childhood navigating a complex relationship with their parents. They've fought to become their own person, to break patterns they didn't choose. And in one sentence, you reduce them back to the child they're trying to escape. Marcus Aurelius taught that we control our perceptions, not others' bloodlines. Everyone carries family patterns, you do too. But weaponizing that truth doesn't create change. It destroys trust. Your partner chose to be with you, not to be psychoanalyzed and sentenced to genetic determinism. When you see behavior you don't like, address the specific action. Don't drag their lineage into it. Don't make them feel doomed to repeat their parents' mistakes. Focus on what they did, not who they came from. That's how you solve problems. That's how you preserve respect. 3. My ex never did that. Every time you invoke your ex, you're telling your current partner they're competing with a ghost. And here's the problem with ghosts. They're perfect because they're not real anymore. You've edited out all the bad parts. You remember the highlights without the daily frustrations. You recall the good sex but forget the constant arguments. You remember the fun times but erase the reasons you left. So when you say, my ex never forgot my birthday, or my ex actually cooked, you're not being fair. You're comparing a real, flawed human being to a curated highlight reel that exists only in your memory. The Stoic understands that each relationship exists in its own universe. Your ex is irrelevant to your present. What matters is the person in front of you, right now. When you drag past lovers into current conversations, you reveal something critical. You haven't moved on. You're still mentally chained to yesterday. Free yourself. Let the past stay buried. Your current partner deserves to be evaluated on their own terms, not against someone who's no longer in your life for a damn good reason. 4. Calm down, or you're overreacting. Telling an upset person to calm down is like throwing gasoline on fire. It doesn't work. It never has. It never will. When you say calm down, you're not being rational. You're being dismissive. You're positioning yourself as the superior logical one looking down on their emotional chaos. You're essentially saying your feelings are invalid. Epictetus taught that we can't control external events, only our responses to them. When your partner is emotional, they're not being irrational. They're experiencing their truth. Their emotions are real to them, whether you understand them or not. A wise man doesn't dismiss emotions. He acknowledges them without being controlled by them. He doesn't need to agree with the perspective to respect that it's real for his partner. Instead of calm down, try, I hear you. Instead of you're overreacting, try, help me understand what you're feeling. You don't have to fix their emotions. You just have to witness them. This isn't weakness. This is mastery. You're strong enough to hold space for someone else's storm without being swept away by it. That's real masculine power. 5. Every detail of your sexual past. Some doors should stay closed, not because you're hiding, but because opening them serves no purpose except creating insecurity. Your partner doesn't need a detailed inventory of your sexual history. They don't need to know how many people came before them, what you did with them, or how they compare. That information doesn't build trust, it builds doubt. Seneca wrote about the wisdom of selective disclosure. Honesty doesn't mean dumping every truth onto someone's lap. It means being truthful when it matters and silent when it doesn't. Your sexual past shaped you. It taught you lessons. It brought you experience. But it's not your partner's burden to carry. When you share too much, you plant seeds that grow into insecurity. You create mental images they can't erase. You give them problems they didn't have before. What happened before them stays before them. What matters is who you choose to be now in this relationship with this person. Be honest about your values. Be honest about health if relevant. But leave the play-by-play in the past where it belongs. 6. I don't care, or whatever. These words are poison. When you say I don't care during a disagreement, you think you're showing Stoic detachment. You're not. You're showing contempt. The Stoics cared deeply about everything that mattered. They just didn't let external chaos dictate their internal state. They engaged fully with life while maintaining inner peace. I don't care isn't detachment. It's dismissal. Whatever is even worse. It's passive-aggressive surrender. It's you saying, I'm done with this conversation, but I'm too cowardly to end it productively, so I'll just shut down instead. This is the opposite of masculine presence. A wise man engages even when exhausted. He finds the energy to care because he understands that relationships require investment. If something matters to your partner, it should matter to you, not because you're weak, but because you've chosen this person. Indifference kills love faster than conflict ever could. At least conflict shows investment. Indifference shows you've quit. If you truly don't care anymore, examine why you're still there. Either recommit fully or release completely. But don't half-ass your presence. 7. You always or you never. Absolutes are lies dressed up as truth. When you say, you always do this or you never listen, you're exaggerating for impact, and your partner knows it. Marcus Aurelius practiced precise observation. He dealt with reality as it was, not distorted versions designed to win arguments. When you use absolutes, your partner's brain immediately shifts into defense mode. They start cataloging every time they didn't do what you're accusing them of always doing. Now you're not solving the problem. You're arguing about whether the problem even exists. A wise man speaks in specifics. This morning, you interrupted me, instead of you always interrupt. Yesterday, you didn't call when you said you would, instead of you never keep your word. Precision disarms. Absolutes escalate. When you speak specifically, you focus on the actual problem that can be solved. When you speak in absolutes, you attack character, and people will defend their character to the death. Your words should clarify problems, not magnify them. Trade blanket statements for targeted truth. Address what actually happened, not some exaggerated pattern you've constructed. That's how real men communicate. 7 phrases, 7 weapons that destroy what you're trying to build. The strongest men don't say everything they think. They master their tongues before their tongues master them. Your words create your reality. Use them like a craftsman uses his tools, with intention, precision, and purpose. Stop saying what feels good in the moment. Start saying what builds the future you're creating. The relationship you want exists on the other side of disciplined speech. This isn't about being fake. It's about being wise. It's about understanding that some truths don't need to be spoken, some victories don't need to be celebrated, some thoughts are better left unsaid. Master your mouth, master your life. That's Stoic power, that's real masculine wisdom. Now go practice strategic silence and watch your relationship transform.